The city is known for its extreme weather swings, and the city has to be ready for all possible conditions, especially when it comes to the city roads. First Alert meteorologist Ryan Hill tells us about how they're preparing.
If we were to get snow tonight, we would be ready for it.
With the materials, the equipment, and the plans in place, the city of Rapid City is confident that they'll be able to weather the winter. The Rapid City Streets Department just completed their winter switchover last week. Streets Department Superintendent Jesse Reeb details the process.
All the guys stayed in. We switched all the trucks over, put in our sander bodies, our plows. The mechanics have been working for the last couple weeks getting our spreaders and everything calibrated. We have our domes full of salt and sand. We've been working on our brine mixing machine. That's ready to go.
It's a process that Reeb and his teammates go through every year, but each year comes with its share of surprises.
The only thing we're wondering this year is we've had the last couple years have been a pretty mild winter. And with South Dakota weather, we know we're due for a good winter. We don't know if it's going to be this year, but we're just prepared that if we do actually get a South Dakota winter, that we are ready.
With every possibility, including a brutal winter, the Rapid City Streets Department has to be ready for anything, including the possibility that salt alone won't do the job. Street Maintenance Supervisor Jeremy Cahill tells us the various other materials they use to keep roads clear.
Below 15, if we've still got snow on the ground, we're going to switch over to sand. The reason we do that is the salt will still work below 15, but it works at such a reduced rate that it becomes cost ineffective.
Also helpful to be effective against the slippery roads is a chemical called AMP.
AMP is it's a different type of blend, so it's got a corrosion inhibitor built into it, and it also creates to where the working rate of salt down to a lower temperature for a longer period of time.
There are some particular parts of town where AMP is most effective.
Where we tried it at was downtown. The reason we tried it downtown was the buildings that are up there allow very little sunlight to enter downtown, so it's one of the colder areas of town. We also tried it in the valley out on the west side of town just to see how well it holds.
As for the results of using the new chemical,
we definitely saw improvements in how well the snow was melting downtown.
As for keeping winter from being hard on the city's wallet, one improvement was the addition of wing trucks, called so because they have an extended plow that looks like a wing.
What that does though is, so instead of running two operators and two different trucks, one operator is essentially running two trucks. He's running a truck plus the wing, and that wing is like adding a piece of equipment without actually adding another operator.
All of this in mind is why Rapid City street managers are confident to go mano a mano with Old Man Winter. Reporting from the Streets Department yard in Rapid City for Dakota Territory News, I'm Ryan Hill.